Let me see if I can fix this lighting a little bit. Ooh, very bright. I guess that kind of works. Let's see if I can just lower it a little bit. There. Good enough for now. So, pretty chilly out there. And we had some clouds this morning. It cleared up nicely now, and I'll show you what the satellite looks like in a second. But we're technically in spring, but is it spring? It doesn't feel like it. So let's start off by taking a look at what the National Weather Service has out here, which is quite interesting. So there's no warnings or advisories or anything like that. Let me see here if I can flip the camera. There's a special weather statement for a lot of this area, and the special weather statement has to deal with winds, and it's actually pretty dry. So right down here, I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but essentially low relative humidity, which is less than 25% is what it's showing. And overall throughout the day, it's going to be less than 30%. And again, with my forecast, I was saying we're having about maybe 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. So you have dry conditions and you have windy conditions. Those two together make for a fire hazard. So that's something interesting, which we really haven't had too often. But yeah, there's a fire risk out there. So if you do smoke, try not to just throw the cigarette out the window or just throw it in the grass or anything like that. Hello, Delvin. Hello, Raymond. This can cause some little fires, and that's what they call the enhanced threat for fire spread today. And not specifically for the Capital District, but the whole Northeast will be not seeing winter anymore. Looks like later in the week. So let me start off here by showing you. Well, there's cold air kind of out there right now, but I'm not sure if you still wanted the cold air, but it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a warm-up, which I'm looking forward to. So let's switch over here. Quite interesting looking with the satellite. So this was from that coastal storm that kind of missed us. This is from a little bit of unsettled weather. There's also high pressures kind of sandwiched in the middle here. And this is something that's going to be giving us very nice looking conditions for a little bit longer. We're starting to see the clouds kind of come on in here. So this is what we're going to be. Yes, the blocking pattern, we're not really going to go into that because I'm not going to spend too long with this live stream. But yeah, we're going to see a little bit more blocking pattern. But we're also, thankfully, going to have some warmer temperatures. Once this makes its way out, we do have this little bit of unsettled weather, kind of with a weak high pressure. But on the radar, there's really not much happening. So this is the national radar here that I can slide around to. But our next system in the tri-state region looks like it's coming from this. And this looks like it may be coming on Tuesday with a little bit of a wintry mix out there. I'm only going to show you two forecast models just for today. So we'll start with the GFS. It's a odd screen location, so I gotta kind of scroll down. There we go. So there's the slider. So today, not really much precipitation. Long-term cold is necessary. Oh, okay. Well, we're not really going to have the long-term cold. We are going to see a warm-up at the end of the week. And let's talk about that here. So we have high pressure coming in. It looks pretty dry for Monday, then going overnight Monday into Tuesday. This is where we're kind of seeing this next little system coming through. And depending on exactly where you are, it'll show a little bit of maybe some snow, a little mixing there, and then some rain further south. Now that's starting to go through the tri-state, but then going out to Boston. Yeah, it looks like it's going to warm up a little bit by then. It's still cold. It's just warm enough to be rain versus any kind of frozen precipitation. Then, going later on, this is going Tuesday night. Now, Wednesday looks pretty dry there. We're still, if you remember me talking about these dashed lines here, these are not actually lines of temperature. These are heights. So that's the 540 decameter height. So that's kind of where we associate the freezing line with. So it's right at freezing, but watch these red dashed lines. They start coming in a little bit more. So going into Thursday with some showers, and it looks like some pretty breezy conditions with these pretty tightly packed isobars. It's bringing in some warmer weather. Also remember, low pressure systems spin counterclockwise, so we have this at least in the northern hemisphere, they spin counterclockwise. So we have that counterclockwise flow, which is bringing in this southwesterly winds and southwesterly air, which is what's called warm air advection. And we're seeing that with these bars right here. When not sure if I can see it. It looks like a 552 height line there. So you got, essentially we'll call this the isotherm and the isobar. When these intersect each other like that, that's where advection's happening. So we're seeing this pretty much throughout a lot of areas throughout the whole Northeast, essentially. And this is what's bringing in warmer weather. And we're seeing this system pretty much move out overnight Thursday going into Friday. This is your day on Friday. It looks pretty dry for the most part. However, it's pretty warm. We may be seeing some pretty warm temperatures. Not record-breaking low, but it's going to be close. Oh, it's specifically for the Capital District? I have no idea. I didn't even look at that. But I was talking about right around the New York City area, Islip, Long Island, Newark, New Jersey, and the Westchester County Airport. I didn't really see anything record-breaking low out of that, but it was kind of close. So that was the GFS, and then we're seeing, going into Saturday, we got this kind of looming system around the area on Saturday, but looks to be mostly dry, still warm and still breezy. And then going into Sunday, looks like just plain rain. The icon model doesn't go out as far, and I have it set to the 180 hours out. So this is now going into the rest of the day on Sunday, pretty dry there. Now Monday's dry as well, but this is going into, what is this, 12Z, 15Z on Tuesday. Which for those that don't know, 12Z is about 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Now we're on the GFS, the icon, sorry. We were on the GFS, which was here. And this is the icon. So let me see, what do I have? GFS icon going through here. So that's that little bit of wintry weather again coming through. Tuesday. Then it turns to some spotty showers. And then this one, by the time it gets to the Boston area, it kind of has, it's almost like dry slotting a bit. But once that's out, high pressure comes in place. And it doesn't really warm up on the icon model here too much until we get that low moving. And it's still, that low is still set to the north. So around the counterclockwise flow of the low pressure, we're seeing this southwesterly wind coming into the area, warming things up a bit. And then for your day on Friday, looks pretty dry. And it's also kind of having this system on this is the icon model, kind of having this system still loom just north of the area, getting, again, just barely into the Capital District, but still warm enough, it looks like, that the freezing line is just north, almost at the New York-Canada border. And where's my slider? There's my slider. So that's Saturday. Still warm going into Sunday. Oh, that's as far out. Sunday morning at about 8 a.m. is as far out as this goes. So let me back up one here. Back to the GFS. So this is the 12Z GFS, and this is showing, again, differences in the forecast models. 12Z GFS, pretty steady rain, maybe some heavy rain there, Pennsylvania and New Jersey. But then on the Icon model, it's slower. There's that heavy rain, it's just behind. So that was pretty much the forecast discussion I wanted to have. Nothing really too long, right around 10, 12 minutes is what I wanted. Just because I'm still in the news station and I got to finish that up. Then I have a second job I got to get to. So I wanted to keep a very light discussion for you guys today. So overall, yeah, it looks like we're going to still have wintry weather, the cold weather that some still need for a little bit longer. But it will be warming up later on in the week. And though the majority of people that I've talked with want the warm weather, so yeah, we'll give them some warm weather. Some areas, from what it looked like in New Jersey, may be getting into the 70s, which is very unusually warm for this time of the year. We should be in the 50s to maybe around 60, but the 70s may not be out of the question for the end of the week. So that pretty much wraps this up. If you want to get any more weather updates, whether it's live like this or other videos that I upload, hit that little subscribe button below and that little bell icon right next to that so you get notified whenever I do go live or if I upload a video. Also, I'm still uploading my series of How to Drive Manual. So I'm up to, I think, episode 5 was uploaded last week. I'll be uploading episode 6 and then 7 this week and next week. So have a great day, everybody. Definitely stay tuned for this little bit of a warm-up coming, and we'll talk a bit more about that throughout this week. Have a great day.